9, new on AM Extra. If you've ever wanted to become a better student, maybe you've got a student at home, a new book is out that aims to help students study like a champ using psychology-based methods to create grade A study habits.
The book, written by an Oregon State University professor who joins us live, Dr. Reagan Gurung. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, tell us about this book and why you decided to write it.
Well, I've been teaching for about 25 years now, and I've been doing research on teaching and learning. And I noticed that there was all this work in science that psychological science had discovered that seemed to stick in the lab and seemed to stick in the journals and wasn't really making the transition into the classroom. And as a teacher myself, and I love teaching, I wanted to make sure that my students had all those study tips and ways that they could succeed. And I would talk about it for many years, and I designed my class to make sure it had those skills. But I figured, how do I get it broader? And I collaborated with a good friend and fellow researcher, John Dunlowski out at Kent State. And together we put together the science and aimed a book for students. So this is a book written for students in language that should be readable. It's actually fun. I love one of the early reviews we got was that said, I learned a lot and it was actually fun doing it. Or to be fair, it said almost fun doing it. And I think that's pretty good.
Well, Dr. Gurung, I have to say, this is a book that I wish I had when I was in school. I was one of those kids that I never felt like I needed to study all that much until I got to college, and it really caught up with me because I'd never learned how to build those study habits. What are some of the things that you found in your research, the best ways to study?
Right. So cutting straight to the quick, I will say the best way to study for a test is to take a test and take it often. One of the biggest items that comes out of cognitive science and learning science and psychological science is that repeat testing or what's technically called retrieval practice is one of the best things you can do. So to really give you a very clear-cut practical suggestion, if you have some time to study, instead of rereading the material, test yourself on the material. The more you test yourself on the material, the more you strengthen those neural pathways, the more you move things from working memory into long-term memory, the more likely you are to remember things. So the number one big tip is test yourself often. And what I found in my research is that far too often when students studied, they would spend a lot of time with only flashcards or rereading the book, when instead the best way to study is actually test yourself over and over and over again.
Are there any bad habits that are common that people should get out of the habit of doing?
Absolutely. Together with rereading, and watch out for that. It's so easy to go, I'm going to spend some time and go over the chapter over and over again. No, test yourself. Bad habits. Oh, there's unfortunately a very, very long list. One of them is relying too much on highlighting. Highlighting can be useful, but far too often I've seen too many individuals' books that are just so packed with highlighting, there's less unhighlighted text. That's not going to help your mind pick up on things. Really a big one, and this is something I noticed in research through the years of the pandemic, and that's something that really changed how people studied very much, and that is note-taking. There's just not enough note-taking. I mean, I look out at my classes, I don't see enough note-taking. That's something I talk about probably in the first 5 minutes of my first day of class, is take good notes, because notes are another study mechanism that I think is vastly underused and underutilized.
Oh, some really good advice for all of the students in our lives. Dr. Gurung, thank you so much for joining us on AM Extra. Great to talk with you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And there's, of course, lots more information in his book. If you're interested, you can find it for sale now at all major booksellers and more on coin.com.